All right. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Peace and blessings. Yes, yes. Hope everybody's doing great on this wonderful, very comfortable, is what I'll describe or how I'll describe our Sunday. Today was like real chill. We're relaxed. So I thank you all for joining me. I hope it's been that way for you all, whatever time of day it is. I hope that you are enjoying this beautiful day. All right. My name is Miss Sasha. For those of you who are new here, new to joining the Read Aloud Sunday with Miss Sasha. As you see the ticker at the bottom, that ticker, it's asking for a donation for the nonprofit organization that I started over 10 years ago, which you all can see under my name, Miss Sasha. I have it, as you see, phonetically spelled in parentheses next to my name, because when you see my name, it looks like Sasha, right? I know that's the typical pronunciation of it. That's why all my life, I have been correcting people. It's Sasha, long A, Sasha. I'm like, my mom, she was, she wanted to say it her way. All right. So there you have it. So with that being said, I'm going to dive right on in. I want to apologize for the delay. My intention was to literally hit live at 7:05. But my laptop said, but no, you need to charge me up. I thought I was good. It wasn't all the way charged, but it definitely had some juice in it. But nevertheless, enough splaining. It's time. It's time, y'all. Yes, yes. One of my favorite books, Hair Love, written by Matthew A. Cherry, illustrated by Vashti Harrison. This book, as you all see from the cover, one of the things that you can ask your little ones is, what are some predictions? What do you think the story is going to be about? Those babies who are not familiar with the story, and they'll probably give you some, answers like, oh, it's going to be about her loving her hair, or, about her getting a pretty hairstyle, or, they may give you some answers like that, right? So that right there is called predictions, okay? Of course, again, the reason why I'm explaining this is because these are ways that we can make sure that our children are learning those basic skills, those foundational skills that they need to become strong readers. All right, so let's dive on in. My name is Zuri, and I have hair that has a mind of its own. It kinks, coils, and curls every which way. Daddy tells me it is beautiful. That makes me proud. I love that my hair lets me be me. In funky braids with beads, I am a princess. And when my hair is in two puffs, I am above the clouds like a superhero. My hair even does magic tricks. One day, Rocky and I were playing outside when along came the rain. From large to small, it went. Presto, just like that. There is nothing my hair can't do. Today, I woke up extra early all by myself. I was too excited to sleep. It's a big day. Daddy was still sleeping. Shh, I said to Rocky as we tiptoed past him. Lately, Daddy has been worn out. He makes me breakfast, takes me to school, goes to work, picks me up, and yesterday we went for a bike ride around the park. I think he needs a break. because today is special. I want a perfect hairstyle. This calls for a professional's touch. Paws off, Rocky. Crack. Daddy heard the crash. Zuri? What on earth? He asked. I was only trying to help, I said. Daddy smiled. Can I help too? It'll be a piece of cake, Zuzu. The first style was a big no way. The second was no better. No, Daddy. Then Daddy tried slicking my hair back into 2 puffs. Ouch! Daddy yelled. Wait a minute, Daddy said as he reached into the drawer and pulled out a pick. Ta-da! Daddy, really? I said. I'll be right back, he promised. Now, how's that? He asked, pulling the hat down over my eyes. Daddy, come on. We can do better than that. I really need my hair to be special. Don't worry, he said. We'll figure this out. Then I had a great idea. Daddy gathered all the tools we needed, and we were set. Watching carefully, Daddy combed, parted, oiled, and twisted. He nailed it. Funky puff buns. Pretty, pretty, and so much fun. Rocky approved too. I put on my superhero cape as the final touch to a perfect look. Ta-da! Where's my Zuzu? Mommy called from the door. She could not get in the house fast enough. Mommy! You've got to be the prettiest Supergirl I have ever seen, she said. And your hair is beautiful, Zuri. Who did it? I looked at Daddy and beamed. Mommy smiled. Very nice. Thank you. We learned from the best, Daddy said as he gave her a big hug. My hair is Mommy, Daddy, and me. It's hair love. The end. All right. I always love reading this story. I think it's a great bedtime story because it makes you feel all warm, cozy. I love the fact that you have the father who is connecting with his daughter and doing all the things that a lot of us moms know we can relate to, right? You know, taking our kids to this, making the breakfast, doing this, whoop-de-whoop, doing a lot of those things, right? And so when you see Dad doing those things, it definitely is refreshing. And it also, too, it just shows how you have those fathers who are dedicated to their children. And there's something special about that father and daughter bond that really helps to build in that little girl that validation, that self-esteem, that self-worth, and especially coming from her father. So I hope that you all got those messages and many more from this wonderful story. And as you all see, it was very short. And of course, I have a Kahoot game ready. All right. So let me go ahead and share that so you guys can join. And I just saw with the Kahoot game as well. If you still want to play after it already started, they actually the number I believe is still there on the screen, so that you guys can still join. All right. So just remember that. Okay. All right. So let me go ahead and yay! I'm excited. One of my favorite parts. And of course, I did this again to help our young people be able to test their knowledge about the things that they are reading. Because remember, reading is more than just word calling. Reading is the meat of reading, as I like to say. The crux of reading is the comprehension. All right, so remember that. All right, so I'm going to waiting for the. Oh yeah, let me share it. Let me go back to the StreamYard, and then I will share the screen. All right, I see a couple of, yep, I'm sharing right now so you guys can come and join. Thank you. I see my, yes, I love it. Hey, my baby. Yes, indeed. Let's do it. Let's do it, y'all. And I know y'all gonna, even if you, let's see, even if you, all right, you guys see the pin? All right, so go ahead and type in that pin, and then I'm going to go back and press start. So even if you came in at the end of the story, trust and believe. I know these questions, they're going to be very easy for you to be able to answer. Just a recap of the story for those of you, let me show the title actually, so everybody. All right, for those of you who came at like towards the end, this is Hair Love, and this is a story about a little girl who was excited because her mommy was coming home. And if I'm not mistaken, I think her mom, that they don't give the backstory of where the mom was coming from, but if I'm not mistaken, I think she was coming from, what's up, richest man, in OM. She was, I think, at the hospital. But you guys can, definitely research if you choose. That would be great. And so mommy was coming home. Daddy was taking care of his baby girl, and she wanted to look beautiful for her mommy. And so daddy was in charge of doing her hair. Okay. And so that was, pretty much the gist of the story. And then, of course, they had to go through all the different styles that he was trying to choose, and they weren't what the little girl wanted. And then finally, he was able to find a style that they both were pleased with. And so that's pretty much the gist of the story, just giving you a recap. Very short, very sweet. So now I see there are 4 people. Hopefully, the other 2 will go ahead and put those numbers in, put the game pin in so you can join us, okay? This is the time. This is that family time. This is the time where you guys can enjoy this Kahoot game, y'all. I love Kahoot, okay? Grown folks, man, all kind of people love Kahoot, okay? I'm about to get ready to store it. All right, let's see. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Easy, right? Who is the narrator of this story? Who was the one telling the story? I know you guys are going to get that real simply. Zuri, the daughter. That's right. No, not the dad. It was Zuri, right? The dad he was dialoguing, but Zuri was the one who was actually telling the story. Yep. All right. Good try. Let's see. All right. Who got that? Oh, richest man got that. Okay. All right. Let's do it. All right. What does Zuri's dad tell her that makes her feel proud? And he was specific because you see those choices. I gave you a clue. He was specific. All right. And think about how it was connected to the title of the story. Nope. And that's why I kept saying I was being specific, right? Of course, you would probably think, oh, he tells her she is beautiful, but he tells her hair is beautiful. All right. And, think about the title of the story is Hair Love, right? Because that was like the center. Okay. The whole center of the story was about her getting her hair done. Okay. How does Zuri's hair do magic tricks? I'm going to say do, not does magic tricks. Do magic tricks. And she talked about that, right? She said in the book, okay. It was the yellow one. It was when she played in the rain. Remember, it was all big. And you think about it, for those of us who have the kinky hair, coily hair, when that rain hits and you got it all out, it goes from big to small. So that's what she was saying. Okay. All right. Richest man on the board. OM, you got to come through, OM. Okay. What does Zuri mean when she said daddy has been worn out? What does that mean? What was she saying? Exactly. Makes sense, right? He's very tired. Okay. Good. All right. Woo, OM on the board. Let's get it. All right. I'm proud of you, OM. What woke the dad up from his sleep? Like I said, I know you guys came in. Some of you came in later. But remember, they were in the house. Okay. So that was a clue I just gave y'all. I said they was in the house. Now he didn't hear the cat talk. He heard a crash in the house. All right. That's why I kind of gave you the hint, right? I was like, they was in the house. Even though I know a person could technically say, well, he heard a crash outside. True. But it's all right. Uh-oh. That was OM. Okay, go ahead, look at OM. OM said, no, I'm in this. What was Zuri looking for on the iPad? Remember, name of the book, Hair Love. What was she looking for on the iPad? Aww. Perfect hairstyle was the answer, right? Not the perfect dress, perfect hairstyle. Again, remember, think about the story is centered around her hair, right? Her hair being done. All right. Good job, richest man. All right. Oh, let me go back. So I gotta click next. And thank you for those of you who have joined. And I'm sorry that you were not. I thought that if you want to join, the Kahoot game pin is at the bottom of the screen, by the way. So for those of you who just came in, you can still join. All right. How does Zuri's dad react when she dropped the iPad on accident? No, he didn't yell at. Oh, who put that? He yelled at her. He did. He did not yell at her for being clumsy. No, that's the thing I love about this story, because he was such a supportive dad. He wasn't yelling at his baby. He knew she made an accident. All right. Why did Zuri start crying about the hairstyle her dad was creating? Now, I think this one, like I said, he was a supportive dad. All right. So he was all about his baby. So that should give you a clue as to what the answer is based off of those different choices. Okay. No. All right. So she was worried. Not she thought her dad didn't care about her hairstyle. No. Again, he was supportive. He wanted her to look beautiful. So she was worried that her hair wasn't going to look special. Okay. All right. We are down to our last few questions. How did they finally figure out how to get the style that she wanted? I think the clue was, I think it, well, no, well, right, very good. All right, excellent. She found a video tutorial and they followed perfectly. Thank you. Yes, yes. All right. Woo, both of y'all. Okay. All right, we got two more questions, 10 and 11. Okay. Why was Zuri very concerned about her hair looking so beautiful? I talked about it already in the beginning when I gave you guys a recap. Okay. Come on, y'all. Really? I gave the recap. No, not her sister. Was she ain't say nothing about her sister. I don't even think she had a sister. No, her mother was coming home. Okay. The last one, y'all. Last one. So how would you describe the relationship Zuri had with her father? Okay. What makes sense? I mean, y'all should do that real quick. You can see based off the title and the picture, right? Now, if somebody picked any other than come on, then I know you capping, you trying to be funny. What kind of relationship does Zuri have? Why y'all taking all that? Really? Yes, loving. And then somebody, and then let me see who answered. Okay, it's about to show. All right, it's about to show. All right, OM got 5 out of 11. Good job. All right, 6 out of 11. Okay, all right. Richest man. Look how they wrote it. They didn't have enough room. They put richest M and. That's funny. All right, Kahoot, y'all got to get better. Y'all couldn't fit man. You couldn't put the M with the A-N. Really? All right. Yes. I hope you all enjoyed this as much as I did. I love it. This is, again, simple, easy way to test your knowledge. You can actually get a Kahoot account for free. But however, they only allow a certain amount of participants when you're doing that. But this is good though, even if you wanted to do this with, like maybe a couple of your children, you wanted to have something fun to go with their read aloud, I highly recommend it. Yep. So let me stop sharing. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed that story time, and I hope that you guys too, you peep out the scenery, right? I'm trying to do some things with the read aloud space, okay? As you all see, okay? Read books and be kind. And as you see the ABC read, our stamp, our sign, whatever, is right in the back. So ABC Read, again, the nonprofit organization that I started over 10 years ago. And this is one of the highlights of what we do with our organization. We promote reading aloud. We have reading experiences. So you guys follow us on the social media, out in the social media streets, okay? And for those of you who are in Cleveland, we do have our free fall back into reading camp, which will be starting October 18th, okay, day after my baby's birthday. So we're going to have that happening, all right? And again, free, and more free, okay? And we are asking people to give donations. This is how we're able to provide our services free or at cost, okay? We also give out books. We have healthy snacks. We have engaging reading literacy activities for the whole family. We actually have spots. We have 23 spots available, but you have to register, okay? You got to go to the email to register, all right, in order to participate, okay? All right, you guys. So I thank you all again for listening. And of course, I must make sure that I remind you all that I am a co-author in this book, Healed, Empowered, Resilient. Her is on sale on Amazon right now. All right. So you guys grab your copy. Okay. This was just hard work. This was transformational, healing, all of those things. And we know that you will definitely love this book. We actually got our first review from a man. Hey, y'all. Yes. This brother, he was like, y'all need to get this book. I was like, seriously? He was like, I'm a black man. I'm a police officer. I'm a Muslim. I was like, dang, okay. And he just ranted and raving about our book. Go check it out. Amazon. He gave us a 5-star review. Okay. So cop your copy. And yes, we are having our book signing in Cleveland, October 11th, you guys. Make sure that you guys register for that event. I will be sending out the flyer again for that as well. Beautiful vibes. We're going to have great refreshments catered. It's just going to be lovely, inshallah, God willing. And make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Reading is Freedom. Thank you all, my YouTube folks, my LinkedIn folks, my Facebook folks. I appreciate y'all. Y'all rocking with a sister. That's what you're doing. I love it because you love that literacy. You love that reading, okay? And as you all, last but not least, of course, I got to rep the merch. Y'all peep the hoodie, though. Y'all peep it. It just feels so soft, cozy, and cuddly. Okay, you can get that on my website, readingisfreedomshop.com. All right, readingisfreedomshop.com. So again, thank you all. And you all remember to please keep reading for at least 30 minutes a day. Peace.